Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Owls offense takes the field to start this game off. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Hands it off. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
Oh, wow.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season.
Holy
So
cow,
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Shoots it to the left. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together.
Kentucky might be in the playoffs.
You just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter. Right?
Two
I got to attack the
players
middle of the
just
field. The problem is you
truck
got
him.
one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
Snagged in the middle, it's Vic. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Now the pitch. At the 40, there he goes. A tremendous run.
Game-saving touchdown.
Pitch, just sweet execution.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Running the red zone. It's Lester. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. They move the tight end all over. Trying play action. On the run, still looking. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Give to the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Yeah, and a really good job by the QB understanding it. Seeing the running back, waiting for him to break. He runs the angle route, breaks inside, throws it right in front of him. Nice touch by the QB, Palmer.
Yeah, it's really important to have that touch too, David, because you got to remember these running backs, yeah, they've got good hands, but they're not stud wide receivers, so the location of the throw has to be good. And also, you got to put a little bit of touch on it, make it easy for him. If you make it easy, he'll make the catch and get you the first down.
First down to start the drive after the break. Handoff to the single running back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Right back to the well. What a good run.
That's a good run.
Enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs.
They know first down.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, you're in the red zone. You run out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the big play.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
I don't know why we took his sack.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Lester. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Dances away. He'll pull it down. He has brought down the man. What a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Lester.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some
good defense.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Trying to get to it. He's got his man. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed on the outside, it's Vick. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? On the run, fires downfield. It's caught. They get him down with this offensive setup. First and goal from the 9. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's
Now they're wasting fuck.
Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover.
Okay,
It, get
we
what you
obey
need,
that.
and then live to play the next down. I like that
I
execution
did.
by the QB.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got second and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got third and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on fourth.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Looking down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking to go up top on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half.
Oh, no.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Quick strike complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the mark.
Hell yeah.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
Leaves it with the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with him.
Oh, my God.
Just steamrolling the defense. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. The give to the tailback. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Finds his back in the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Going to the running game. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
The way he's so
first down from the 13-yard line.
So proud.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Gonna run it. It's Lester. On the move at the 30. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick his way forward
That's
for a
good.
decent game before the defense gets him down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Oh,
This
that's
team does a good job
shit.
and touches it dead. No return on this one. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Trying to impose their will with the run. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give to the single back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw on 3rd. He's got the back in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach.
It's a fake. He's going to throw it. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Finds his target down the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one.
Man, it's a close. It's been a close game all game.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Complete. Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up for the first down. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch.
Yeah, and this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock armor as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
2nd and 10 here. Coming after it. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play.
We're going overtime.
4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. Finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
We'll get it started here in overtime. On the move, it's Wells. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout.
Good defense.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Pulls it in. It's Toppin. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. 1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. This quarterback part of their running game. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown Gamecocks. They strike first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can...
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
3rd and goal, and they have to find a way to get a touchdown. He caught it. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. And they did tack on the extra point.
Damn.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking that...
Touchdown, Owls! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. Now in the second overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. He wants it all. And they pick it off.
did it!
Give it away in overtime.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. In this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're down in the red zone.